Listen, stop treating weight loss plateaus like tests that you're failing. So in this video, I'm going to give you an update to a weigh-in I did this week. And I'm going to talk to you about how I am going to use this experience to get off the weight loss plateau that I'm on at the moment. I'm Harriet, and since I upgraded my motivation around health and about weight, I've not only shed 12 kilos, but I've lost this feeling of struggle, frustration. And the other thing is, it feels really sustainable. That weight's not coming back. I've got another 9 kilos to go until I get to the healthy range for my height. So please subscribe so you can catch more updates with weigh-ins. What I'm going to give you 3 questions that you can ask every single time you have a weigh-in. 3 questions that will allow you to get out of that feeling of disappointment and frustration that I know that you're probably feeling at the moment. So let me walk you through my weigh-in this week, and please steal my ideas and use them for yourself. So the weigh-in I did this morning, I've lost 50 grams. So basically, I have been on the plateau for 3 weeks. So it wasn't great to get that result, but I have disappointment proof myself with the 3 following questions. Number 1, why do I think that nothing changed? Why didn't I get the loss that I was hoping for this week? There's 2 things. Number 1, too much coffee. When I drink too much coffee, it affects my mobility. I have mobility issues for the last 7 years. And I have found out in the last couple of weeks that I am going to be having a hip replacement. I'm only 54. I can't walk very far, but I can go to the gym and I can do a workout. But in the last week, my legs have been in just too much pain. I realized it's coffee. I've been jacking myself up on this incredibly strong coffee that my partner has. I've had a great time having some creative genius ideas, but I got to Friday and I could only do half an hour in the gym where I normally do over an hour. It stopped me being so active. Number 2, I've been too much in my head, doing too much work, sat here at the computer this week. And what that's meant is I haven't been conscious enough with my food. Now, one of the things that I have learned through trial and error is that low carb is not sustainable. It doesn't work. What does work is a mixture of low and moderate carb, because that gives you the variety and that gives you the satisfaction. And I have lost weight doing that. But this week, the lines got blurred and I think I had a lot more moderate than low carb. Okay, question number 2. What changes am I going to make this week in the light of what I've just learned? It's quite easy. Number 1, no caffeine. Number 2, I am going to be more conscious and more specific about this moderate carb versus low carb times. I don't know what that's going to look like, but at the moment, I really like this idea of islands. So you might have an island of low carb and an island of moderate carb. So maybe one is a day of moderate carb versus 2 days of low carb. Now, question 3 is really important. And I think a lot of people leave this out. Question 3 is, all right, you want to make these changes. What are you going to have to sacrifice? What are you going to have to say no to? So, number 1, no coffee means I have to say no to the buzz. I had the best time drinking too much coffee and having these amazing ideas last week. I just have to go without that. Number 2, I am going to have to sacrifice time to rejig the moderate and low carb food plans. I've already planned my food for the week, already gone shopping for it. So I'm going to have to rethink and move things around and work out what I want these islands to be. So the question there is, are you willing to spend that time? You have to really sit down and soberly say to yourself, are you willing to do that? Is getting off this weight loss plateau, is that worth it? So the answer is yes, I am willing to go without that buzz of the caffeine. And I am willing to take some time from my weekend to get this right because I'm excited. I'm really excited to see if there's any change next week. And that is how you get out of your weight loss plateau. You use the disappointing data as a springboard to work out what changes you need to make yourself. I want you to come back and check out my video next week and I'll tell you how I got on. Also, please get hold of my Magic Trio video course and PDF, which explains these 3 powerful motivators of weight loss that have changed things for me. You want to get out of struggle, disappointment, and frustration with weight loss, then have a look at the Magic Trio because it's a game changer. This is Harriet Morris. I am the eating coach, and I shall talk to you soon.